I had a little bit of a there. My my internet shut off. So hopefully I'm back. I had to go and see. Yeah, I'm live now. Um, I had to go and see where I fell out. So give me 1 minute to actually do something here. I just, yeah, I gotta, well, you know what? I'll do that after. I'm gonna um, pull up the slideshow because I already showed you what was going on with the paper I was reading. And in a nutshell, I had to go and see where my connection broke off because I didn't realize it broke off when it did. That's why I wasn't getting pictures up when I was showing things. Um, Now I'm gonna go to my slideshow and um, where is it? Because I fell out around the time just showing you that first paper. So I can't even think right now. There we go. I'm not gonna dox myself this time. That was funny that I doxed myself a little bit. Um, and let me pull up my presentation. And we'll try this again because I was talking and talking and not even paying attention, you know? So let's try this again with my slideshow presentation. Wait a minute. Where is it? No, I don't want. All right. Google Slides. Come on. That's better. All right. Let's go. Let's go, Marie. Let's go. Yeah, I'm the BPD warrior. I'm the lady warrior. But my name is Marie. I don't live in a tree like my brother would thought. All right. I'm going to my slideshow right now. And let me put it on the slideshow. There we go. Tomatoes. Easy to grow and healthy too. That's what it is. And what I want to do is do my slideshow. There we go. All right. It's easy to grow and healthy too. Tomatoes are. Now, why are we doing a healthy tomato? Because Marie loves to grow tomatoes and they're easy to grow. I got a lot of people that are doing saying they want to go off the grid, and we might need to stock up, and a lot of people are in the other countries are preparing for the worst. You prepare for the worst and hope for the best, and they're preparing to be without food and stuff for a while. So this is something you can do. You can grow this stuff easily, and they're healthy for you. They give you they're packed with vitamins and nutrients and other compounds that we learn that they're packed with. So um, the other thing is that we can grow them easily. You can save the seeds to these things, and you can go online and look on how to save them. I'm gonna try to find it for you. But you can go and save the seeds to tomatoes, and then next year have another crop with your saved tomato seeds. You don't have to go out and buy more. And then if you learn how to grow them from seed, starting in when your growing season starts, then what can happen is you can have enough tomatoes stocked up. And I don't know what you can do, freeze them, but I'm sure we'll have a way to freeze things too. But you'll have enough tomatoes to last you the year round. All right, in tomato products. Now, tomato is a nightshade vegetable, meaning that it's, well, we'll get into that. It's part of a group of family of vegetables. Well, they're fruits technically, but they call them vegetables. Nightshade vegetables. They're tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, and eggplant is in that group too. I don't know if all the nightshades are encompassed here, but these are the main ones that I found on the internet. Now, when you go on, what is a nightshade vegetable? It's a vegetable that contains alkaloids that can be toxic if you consume it in large doses. Solanine is a natural pesticide. That's one of the alkaloids that's in these vegetables. Makes it a nightshade vegetable. The chemical symbol for formula for solanine is at the bottom here. And let's go to our next slide. Next slide, please. Solanine is a natural pesticide. We got the Mr. Yuck. Okay, Mr. Yuck was very famous when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s. I want it back because it tells you to stay away. Maybe we wouldn't have a generation of Tide Pod eaters. Okay, if we had Mr. Yuck. It means no, stay away from that. It's dangerous. It's poisonous. Don't eat it. Well, solanine is a natural pesticide and it's found in these vegetables. Why are we going to eat these vegetables? Because it's not found in higher doses that it's going to kill you. Okay? Do not eat the green of the skins of the potato. The solanine is found in the skins of the potato, but it's found in the top layers. The green parts of the skins is what contains the most. A high concentrate of it is found there in the green parts of the skins of the potato. A person can have a sensitivity to solanine or an allergy where they break into hives, they have difficulty breathing and swelling. Now, if you're having difficulty breathing after eating a tomato, then I highly suggest a trip to the ER or an EpiPen or something. But a trip to your PCP might be in order to see if you need an allergy test for solanine. Okay, and I included the picture of what the hives look like because many of us don't know what it looks like. We know it gets a rash, but what does the rash actually look like that we're having a allergic reaction to this pesticide if we're eating a tomato? Children, when they first start consuming food after they're breastfed or milk fed, you're supposed to introduce one thing at a time. And I think these types of vegetables should be given to one at a time to see if there is a possible sensitivity or allergy to it. Again, it's the nightshade vegetables. It's tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, eggplant. Okay? Mr. Yuck means no, stay away, but we eat it we eat these things anyways. I did potatoes last week, but I'm going to do it more in depth the next time. We're going to do potatoes like I'm doing this because I really love the way this slideshow presentation is working and coming out for me. Now, tomato sauce. That's my tomato sauce in the background. Yes, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I love making tomato sauce. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Tomatoes are packed with nutrients. They provide 40% of the daily value of vitamin C. It provides 15% of the daily vitamin of vitamin A. It provides 8% of the daily vitamin value amount of potassium. It provides 7% of the recommended dietary allowance of iron for women and 10% of the recommended dietary allowance of iron for men. Only one of those differences between men and women that is genetic. Women need 7%. Women need more iron than men do. Sorry about that. All right, now, lycopene is found in tomatoes. Lycopene is a good thing. I like lycopene. Lycopene, I like it. All right, lycopene is an unsaturated hydrocarbon carotenoid. It gives the fruits the major red pigmented color. It may possess antioxidant properties. It's an essential nutrient in the animal diet. The chemical formula for lycopene, because I like it so much, is 4 carbon atoms, 1 oxygen atom, and about 56 hydrogen atoms. I saw that there could be a play on that number of hydrogen atoms. Tomato lycopene extract is used as a color additive in food products. So if you're baking a cake and you want a little pinkish color, you can mash up a tomato, squeeze out that all the juice in a like a cheesecloth or something into a little cup. You can pour a little bit to see how much you get for each color you want of red. And it might taste good and it might make it healthier to eat that cake, even though cake is not healthy for you. But it's giving your child extra nutrients. Lycopene may be twice as effective of an antioxidant than beta carotene. Carrots, gives you the orange color. Next slide, please. There's this claim. Studies discovered men can cut the risk of developing prostate cancer by 40% consuming tomatoes. In the paper, dietary tomato inhibits angiogenesis in tramp prostate cancer, but is not protected with a Western-style diet. In this pilot study by Applegate et al., the findings were such that tomato powder, when given in a controlled diet, did in fact shrink tumor size significantly. The findings in an obesogenic diet, that is a diet that induces obesity, such as the Western diet, hello USA, the tumor size shrinkage was not as pronounced, as the tumor size is in direct correlation on how obese a person is, not how much you consume of the tomato, okay, or the lycopene. Hence, the best way to try to prevent prostate cancer using tomatoes or to shrink a tumor is to include them in a weekly controlled diet regimen, meaning eating healthy, losing weight. Not eating the Western diet where you're going out to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's and you're getting your burger and your fries that are cooked in freaking fat and oil. I love sweet potato fries, and they're healthy. However, they're not that healthy. It's what you have in addition to all that added that makes it so unhealthy. However, in a traditional diet, you're supposed to have 1 carb, 1 protein, and a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables, and like 3 fruits a day. All right. And the Western, if you have that hamburger bun, you're not supposed to have the French fries. And if you have the French fries, then you take the bun off the hamburger, you eat the hamburger and the vegetables that are on it. And that's it. That's why the Western diet is so bad. And instead of having 2 or 3 cheeseburgers at McDonald's, have 1. And cheese. Cheese is another diet killer. I'm going to be looking into finding the tofu cheese again because I have lost 10 pounds. And I'll tell you about that later, but I'm very happy about that. So anyways, this paper, it'll go through and it'll say that they didn't find any findings, with the obesogenic diet. But they did find findings. The problem was the tumor was in correlation to how big a person was, how obese they were. And it wasn't in correlation to how much they were eating with the tomato stuff. So, and it's not people. They did it in mice, and I'd have to ask Kevin a couple questions about these mice. I do, come to think about it. But yeah, the Western diet is an obesogenic diet to begin with. So we really, really, really have to start taking responsibility for our overweightness in the West and stop blaming everything else but our own eating habits. We need to develop the thing that we live to eat, not eat to live to eat. Wait, we eat to live, not live to eat. That is the question. Anyways, that is what it is. I made myself like onions because they are good natural blood thinners. I made myself. Now I love them. I used to not be able to stand them. The only things I really can't eat, like I said, is fish because I'm deathly allergic to fish. I can't stand mushrooms because of the texture when they're slimy and otherwise. So anyways, when you look at that paper, you'll see that, they say there's no correlation, but there is a correlation. It did reduce it significantly, but in accordance to how obese the person was. And just to let you know, you can be obese and look thin as a rail. Obesity has nothing to do with how fat you are looking outwardly. It has to do with your lean mass ratio to muscle mass. Your lean mass, that's the same thing. Duh. Lean mass to fat mass, meaning muscle mass to fat. So if you have more fat than muscle on you, technically you are obese. Next slide, please. So this research is not limited to prostate cancer alone. Hallelujah. Because there are other cancers that does help. It helps rectal, colon cancer, and stomach cancer. It helps lower the It helps lower the resist. I can't. What am I saying resist for? It helps lower the risk of developing as well. Lung, breast, and endometrial cancer. It inhibits the cancer cells as well from growing. You know what? You can also lycopene. Lycopene. Also help people stay active longer as they age. Isn't that something? The studies on the prostate cancer were conducted by ingesting 10 servings of tomato a week, which isn't that much, as lunch and dinner. And then the above studies that we have on this page was use 7. So it's one a meal. One every day. 1 meal a day. Lycopene might be able to be used to prevent lung cancer. Fumaric acid and chlorogenic acid compounds, I can't say some of these words, in tomatoes are thought to block nitrosamines. Nitrosamines are formed naturally in the body, but they're also the strongest carcinogenic material compound in tobacco smoke. Carcinogenic means cancer, for those of you who do not know. Blocking the effects of nitrosamines greatly reduces the risk of getting lung cancer. Next slide, please. Release the lycopenes. Cooking tomatoes releases more lycopenes. Cooking them. Why? Lycopene is found in the cell wall of the tomato. And I wrote that wrong. The walls of the tomato cell wall. So cooking a tomato in olive oil not only releases more of the lycopene, it also helps your body to better absorb the lycopene. Okay, that I didn't do a very good second look at this. Tomatoes do not lose nutritional value in high heat processing. That's cool. That means your canned tomatoes and sauces are just as viable and beneficial as your fresh vegetables. Like I said, push comes to shove if and when we need to, and tomatoes are getting expensive to buy too. Our produce is, just like meats. You might want to consider learning how to grow your own, and even in the city, you can grow them in containers. So there's all sorts of ways to grow tomatoes. They grow easy in containers. I got a challenge for all of you. Now I want to make this fun. I really, really, really do. I know I'm boring. I want to make this fun. So I got a challenge for you all, man. I challenge you to make a healthy recipe this week using tomato and potato as your main ingredients. potatoes, like I said, we already did potatoes, but the potatoes fill you up, and there's a lot of cool things that potatoes do for your body, which I will, like I said, I want to do potatoes the next one, like this. Um, I want you to use the tomato and potato as your main ingredients for a side dish. Meaning you can add healthy herbs and spices, but no salt and no sugar. Please post it in the comment section if you make it and you like it. And this is a way to release our creative side as well as be healthy. I am using this. Last week was the potatoes and tomatoes. This past couple weeks where I lost 10 pounds. Potatoes fill you up. Tomatoes give you good stuff. You get energy and stuff. I slept yesterday because I was having a moment with my other things, but other than that, you know, everything was cool. You know, I've been losing weight still. So anyways, I'm going to go back to my other screen. Because I am going to end this here because we didn't get into the other stuff that's in it. But guess what? It's going to take a couple for me to get this done. I mean, over the weekend I didn't really work on it because I couldn't function and focus on it. That's why I'm doing this instead of going out and finding a job for now. And so I'm doing what I can. I love vegetables. I mean, I adore them. I've always adored them since I've been little. So if I could find a way to get you guys all excited about eating vegetables, I want to do it. Because there's so many healthy things. I was so healthy back then. I was at my healthiest. So I want to get back there. And, you know, I noticed that, and you know, I noticed that, the more weight I lose and the more I eat these, the less cigarettes I even want. Figure that one out. So, why don't we do that? And I challenge you to do that. Hit that like button and share this out, please. It is a 2 video thing, and I'm very, very sorry that my internet cut out on you like that. And yeah, have a great day and an even better tomorrow. See you later. I recorded it, I didn't stream it.